In this video, we're going to go over the drawing one, the belt roller support. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a template in the ISO because this drawing is actually in metric units. It's in millimeters. We'll also create our own layers. So I'll do this video in parts and I'll show you how to draw each part of the belt roller support. All right, so let's get started. I've already got my AutoCAD open and I'm going to actually start a new template and I'm going to go new. And what I'm going to do is I have to pan out to my template and I'm going to open up the AutoCAD ISO.dwt template. That's going to get me into my metric units. So if I type in units, stuck. Hold on. When I type in units, it tells me that it's going to be drawn in millimeters. My precision, I'm going to go to 3 decimal places. My precision on decimal degrees is going to be 2 decimal places. And then I'm just going to click OK. Now I can set my limits as is. So I'm just going to leave them as default. Now here's the other thing. When I click on the snap settings, I want to take and display the grid beyond the limits. I'm going to click OK. So this is the area that I know that I'm going to be drawing in. I may adjust my limits as I move on as each piece of the object comes in. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to take a look at my layers. So layer management is really important. So I'm going to click on my layer properties, or I'm going to type in LA for layer management. Now, right now all I have is the 0. But what I wanted to have was these layers here. So I just created a viewport, or copied it from a Windows document just to show the layers that I want. Whoops. Now, on this, I want an attribute layer, a border layer, construction layers, dimension layers, hidden layers, object layers, phantom lines, paper space text, title block, and either you can have visible or object, either one. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start creating the layers. So click on that and I'm going to say visible. I'm going to make that red. So these are my visible lines or my object lines. So you can either call them, and I'm just going to rename this. I'm going to keep it as object. I'm going to create one that's hidden. Now I have to change the line type, so I just clicked on that and I'm going to load the line type hidden. Hidden 2. And click on hidden 2 and then go OK. It'll automatically change. I'm going to create a center line. Now you can pick whatever colors you want. So I put my center line as cyan. I have to come and load. So I just clicked on the line type there. Now I'm going to load and I'm going to find center 2 and center 2 and select it so it changes to center. Now the other thing that you can take a look at is the weight. The only weights that I have thicker is the border is thicker and my visible lines are thicker and my title block's thicker. So I can actually go, or my object lines, I'm going to change that in millimeters. I'm going to change that to 0.6 and then I'm going to create another one called border. Actually, I'm just going to call it title block. Title block and border is going to be the same thing for me. So I'm going to change that to white, which is black in this one because I've got a white background. And I'm going to change that to 0.9 to make it thicker, 0.9 millimeters. Now the millimeters is the same as if you had a mechanical pencil. So I've got object, title, hidden, center. I need dimensions. Let's see what color I said those were to be. Dimensions are going to be white. Title block is white. I'm going to create a viewport. And I'm going to make that 30 as a color. I'm going to leave the line weight default. Now on the viewport, we don't typically plot our viewports. So you can go ahead and click on that little printer symbol and make it not plot. So what else did we have? we have construction. I'm going to put construction lines on a 30 and attributes as blue. So attributes, I'm going to make that blue. Make construction, make that 30. And what else did we have? Phantom line, and we have PS text. All right, so I've got a phantom line. Click on that. I can't remember what the color was. Phantom line was white and PS text is green. Phantom line is white. Now I can also change the, I can change the style phantom and see if I have a phantom line in here. There it is, phantom 2. And okay. And PS text, paper space text. All right, now I'm going to change that and make that continuous. All right, so I've got my, I got to change these also. Make sure that the only thing that's got the no plot symbol is your viewport. All right, and I'll go over viewports a little bit later. So I'm going to go ahead and close out. Now I'm ready to work. Make sure that your line type when you start working is on the layer you want to draw on. All right. So now that I've got my paper space set up, or my model space set up, my layers set, the other thing that the reason I used the ANSI or the ISO DWT file, AutoCAD ISO DWT file, is because the dimension's already set for me. All right, that's it for this video. This is going to be part 1, and then I'll show you how to start drawing in the following video.